Assalamu alaikum. This lecture is about डायरेक्ट एक्टिंग पैरासिम्पैथोमिमेटिक्स। पार्ट 1 हमने इसकी क्लासिफिकेशन कर ली थी, अब हम इसे 1 बाय 1 डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे। ठीक है, डायरेक्ट एक्टिंग पैरासिम्पैथोमिमेटिक ड्रग्स आर मेथानिकोल, कार्बाकोल, पेथानिकोल, पाइलोकार्पिन एंड निकोटीन। Methanicool and carbachol mostly act on all receptors, nicotinic and muscarinic receptors, but they mostly act more on M1 and M3 receptor rather on M2 receptor. Okay, as we know, M2 receptor are present in the heart, M3 receptors are present in the smooth muscles of the GI, bladder and eye, and M1 is present on the glands. Okay, gland and CNS. And bethanicol and pilocarpine, they act on M3 receptor. Pilocarpine act on M3 receptor of eye, okay, ciliary muscle of the eye and sphincter papillae of the eye. And bethanicol act on the urinary bladder. Nicotine act on the nicotinic receptor. Okay, so what are their actions? First, their action on the, अगर हम ऊपर से देखें, ठीक है, इसे रट्टा नहीं मानना है आप लोगों ने, ऊपर से अगर हम देखें तो फर्स्ट वी डिस्कस द आई। व्हाट आर देयर एक्शन इन आई? ओके, इन आई देयर इज M3 receptor in sphincter pupillae. Okay, so it causes the contraction of the sphincter pupillae and causes the meiosis, that is the constriction of the pupil. Second act is they cause contraction of the ciliary muscle and causes positive accommodation. Okay, what they do in eye, they do two things. One is contraction of the sphincter pupillae and causes meiosis, and second is contraction of ciliary muscle and that lead to or that result in positive accommodation. How they act? Okay, as we know by GS mechanism. How they act? Through GS. G protein get activated and they stimulate the adenyl cyclase. Adenyl cyclase is the enzyme which convert ATP into cyclic AMP. Okay, and then cyclic AMP produces the effect or they inside the cell, and cyclic AMP, what cyclic AMP does, it activates the phospholipase C enzyme, okay, that further stimulate the and that produces its action inside the cell. It's all our mechanism of GS as you discussed in a general pharma. I'm not going to discuss it in detail. We will discuss it in general pharma. Okay, second is exocrine gland. Exocrine gland में, अच्छा नहीं, फर्स्ट आई हमने डिस्कस कर लिया, सेकंड हम एक्सोक्राइन ग्लैंड डिस्कस करेंगे। ओके, तो एक्सोक्राइन ग्लैंड पे ये है कि एसिटाइलकोलिन एक्ट करता है बाय थ्रू M1 receptor or M3 receptor and they increases the salivary secretions, lacrimation, bronchial secretions, gastric secretions and sweat gland secretion को ये increase करता है. That is the action on exocrine glands. Okay, and now third thing is, जैसे अभी हमने किया आई, उसके बाद हमने exocrine glands किए, उसके बाद नीचे क्या आता है? नीचे आता है हमारे पास heart. Okay, that is the most important organ. Okay, when the drugs stimulate the heart by acting on M2 receptor, हार्ट में कौन सा रिसेप्टर होता है? दैट इज M2 receptors. इस तरह याद रखें, जो M1 रिसेप्टर है सबसे ऊपर हमारे पास क्या है? CNS. तो M1 रिसेप्टर हमारे पास कहाँ होगा? ये देखिए, M1 रिसेप्टर हमारे पास है CNS में, क्योंकि वो सबसे ऊपर है. ठीक है, फिर M2 रिसेप्टर पे आ जाते हैं, वो कहाँ पे है? दैट इज ऑन हार्ट. ठीक हो गया. देन M3 मसल, M3 रिसेप्टर. M3 रिसेप्टर हमारे पास स्मूथ मसल्स में होता है. अब स्मूथ मसल्स हमारे पास कौन से हैं? लंग्स है, ठीक है, GI है, ब्लैडर है. इस तरह हम इसे याद करेंगे. M4 and M5 भी हैं. अब M4 and M5 they are also present in CNS. ठीक हो गया. ये याद करने का एक तरीका है. सो अभी जैसे कि आपने जनरल फार्मा में पढ़ा है, मैं फिर से बता रही हूँ इसे. ठीक है. M1 and M3 and M5 they are stimulatory, and M2 and M4 they are inhibitory. ठीक हो गया. ये दोनों क्या है? इनहिबिटरी हैं. अब जैसे ही ड्रग्स स्टिमुलेट करेंगे M2 को, when they stimulate the M2 receptor on heart, it causes inhibition. Okay, when they are inhibited, GI को स्टिमुलेट करेगा. इसका जो एक्शन है वो सेम है एज अ वैगल स्टिमुलेशन. दे स्टिमुलेट ये स्टिमुलेट करेंगे they causes the stimulation of M2 receptor and opens the potassium channel. Okay, and they opens the potassium channel and causes the hyperpolarization, and due to hyperpolarization it reduces the activity of the heart. What is the activity of heart? That is heart rate. Decreases the heart rate, decreases the force of contraction, and decreases the AV nodal conduction. And decreases the heart rate is called chronotropy. Decreases the force of contraction, that is called inotropy, and decreases the AV nodal conduction, that is called domotropy. Okay. Second, then after the heart there comes the lungs. Okay, it stimulates the lungs, and it's a smooth muscle. There must be M3 receptor, and it acts on M3 receptor, and its mechanism is just like GS. Okay, stimulate the adenyl cyclase, and then ATP converted into cyclic AMP, then further converted phospholipase C, and then potassium channels are open and causes the depolarization, result in constriction. Okay, bronchospasm. It causes the bronchospasm. That's why cholinesterase drugs are contraindicated in asthma. Okay, that is an important point. That always come in MCQs, or the actions are very important. They come in your SCQs as well. Okay, after that there is a GIT. Okay, when drugs stimulate the M3 receptor present on the GIT, okay, what it causes? It increases the tone, it increases the secretion, it increases the peristaltic movements, and causes the sphincter relax. When the sphincter is relaxed, more and more food are just passed out. Okay, last is bladder. Okay, GI के नीचे क्या आता है? Bladder आता है ना. So it stimulates the M3 receptor that is present on the detrusor muscle of the bladder and sphincter, and as well as in trigon. Okay, so it causes the contraction of the detrusor muscle, and relaxes the trigone and sphincter. When the trigone and sphincter is relaxed, the person is able to urinate. Okay, last there is a blood vessel. Okay, when acetylcholine or cholinesterase drugs stimulate the endothelium, it is very important. Okay, regarding Viva, that what is the role of endothelial derived relaxing factor? What is the role of this? This is very important, asked by examiner mostly. Okay, so when acetylcholinesterase drug stimulate the endothelial cells, it is endothelium. Okay, these are the endothelial cells. It releases the endothelial derived relaxing factor, that is nitric oxide, and nitric oxide, as you know, causes the vasodilation and decreases the blood pressure. Blood pressure is drop. Okay, so this is all about the action of direct acting, parasympathetomimetics. And these notes will also be available in Facebook page, and the link is in the description. If you have any question, you can text me over here, over on Facebook page, or you want me to make a video on any topic, you can just tell me and I will make it. I will make sure that I won't disappoint you. Thank you.